usually positive
It's
mentally.
good to be optimistic, not to the point where it hurts.
Yeah.
It's good to say the world sucks every now and then, because it does.
It's good to just say
Oh yeah,
F to the
I
universe.
say that in my like private time where no one can hear me. Like I just go like, today was horrible. Just
Mother?
I
Mother?
sometimes just write stuff down, like let my emotions out. Then
I can't write shit down. I can't.
Mother?
I, I when I'm in a certain I can't remember what I write. So yeah,
I have the problem where I can't remember the things I do and I can't remember how I feel about things. So it means that in like an hour later or like a situation, I remember what happened, but I can't remember how I feel about it, which means I
Squeak.
can't write things
No.
down because I have no
I
idea.
got squeak.
hey Sam, is that your healing potion?
Possibly.
I have this thing and this thing.
Oh,
The
God.
jar,
Oh, no.
the jar cup thing. That's your healing potion.
Damn. I sent Discord.
Um,
Because I'm about to spend money.
Can someone go on to the stream?
Yes.
I can
See
try
if
to.
there's any. I can't see them on the stream preview. There's meant to
On
be
the
yellow
broadcast?
bars, and I can't get them up.
I'm sorry, yellow bars?
Feeling
Yeah, on the.
first one.
Oh my god, it didn't work. Go away, Dove.
First one. I'm feeling. I mean, the first one.
Wait, how did you cover up the code this time?
I tried to cover up the code, but apparently it's not working. Oh,
Okay,
I didn't
with
start
OBS.
On time. I apologize, Dove, that I didn't start on time. They were talking about weird stuff.
We were not. We were talking about our feelings.
They were talking
Yeah,
about
emotion.
feelings.
It's important. It's
Emotion.
emotionally healthy,
It is
which is
emotionally healthy, and I love it, and I will never
This is
shun
therapy
you
now.
for it.
just not the
There's
time.
yellow bars, but it's this.
Jax,
Yes.
are you using OBS or some sort of OBS for streaming?
No, not really. I fixed it now.
Wait, so Sam, first one, yeah?
I was going to suggest
First
like
one.
crop
the
your
one
screen,
that's got the
so it's just us, like the picture of us,
It is.
and it doesn't show the code.
So the codes are now covered up.
Oh, that's tasty.
Okay.
Which is fine.
I'm about to break. Woo!
This is so tasty.
It's just.
Saran got you that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remembered that. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have
I
delivery?
found a thing while I was tidying up my room, and it's pictures of me from the mountain biking thing I did, and cards, and whoa, it's just. There's a picture of me. Like, there's a picture of me riding, looking very serious. But the reason I looked so serious is because the wind was in my face. It was like proper rainy, and like I had rain pelting me in the eyes, and I couldn't see properly, so I have like this full-on scowl.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a long day.
Jax, I sent you a DM, by the way.
I will have a look at that.
All right. The joke will never become old that I'm DMing the DM.
Nope.
Who's the true DM then?
Fuck you, Jess. Fuck
What
you.
happened? What happened?
And she just. You can't read that, but it literally just Jax, I have a gift for you. And then Kaylee's just crying laughing.
That's very funny.
Yum 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 yum. So we have chocolate, juice, and mango.
Do I look a bit red?
Orange.
No, you're right.
You're saying in like feeling warm?
I feel hot.
Sam,
Yeah?
update on the first one. I can't get it. I have to get the second one.
Why? Did it sell out?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It only has A3 and that's absolutely massive.
When did it say it was going to restock?
Not until next year. And you know Jackson's thing?
Mm-hmm.
We have a problem, Houston.
Oh no. What's happening?
It might not come before time. You
Oh,
might be
no.
getting it
Before
next
time.
year, buddy.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm still buying it.
Does that mean you're going to have to go hunting for something the same or not?
That's a good shout. I could
I don't
find
like that
one.
shout. Can we stop shouting?
Ah.
Ah,
Judging?
wow.
Meow. Wait,
Rawr.
wrong one.
I swear to you.
Do you have an idea what I could put on this bit of the wall?
Posters.
Poster.
Don't have any.
Paint. Paint a picture.
Art?
I was planning on that, but I need to make it.
Memorabilia?
It's like the options are art, a collage of pictures, or gay.
Get that and like tea lights, fill it in, and get like some ID going. It goes with your makeup.
Okay, give me a second and I'll get back.
I've given them an idea. Oh no.
I'm just gonna put it up so you can see roughly where the book. I need to choose. Alright, shimmy. Woo!
Oh god, be careful.
I'm fine.
You're on a wheelie chair.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Last questions.
Oh no.
It will be like that.
Is that it?
Yes. With lights, tea lights, like little baby lights with ID.
Why
It
not
goes with the
coffee
first one.
lights?
Bee lights. Those are a thing.
I might do that. But I'd need to get those.
Or get like lights, but then go like that, and then you can put like little photos on them with text.
I have a thing. It was the top I had on the Halloween sweet sim, but it's all the resin stuff that's arrived. I've just stuck in the box.
Jackson, what are you looking up? We can see it on the stream.
What?
We can see what you're looking up on the stream.
Can you?
Mayor Barnett?
No, you didn't. That, no.
What are you searching
Not
up?
look
I'm
that
not
up.
even looking at the screen.
Definitely didn't do that. No,
Definitely
you
did not
didn't
do
do
that.
that.
Didn't see
Why are
anything.
you
What?
seeing that? You're not allowed to see that.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Oh, never mind. It's just, no, completely opposite from what I thought.
Okay, so we just
mhm.
get rid of that. Wait, so if I come
I
up
have
to
a
this,
card.
can you see this?
1 second.
What can you see?
I don't see anything. I just see black.
You just see black.
It's a me.
Like, that's what I see.
That's interesting.
Yes, very.
That's very interesting. Didn't know that.
I can see something in the background, but I'm not sure what it is.
See what?
Okay. Let's come off that. And we're gonna put.
One question.
I guess we're gonna put that on my phone.
When are we going to have no technical issues?
Never.
Never.
Absolutely
Never. Just never.
Episode 7
don't even
in,
think
and
it's
we are
possible.
having technical issues.
I don't think it's possible we can't have technical issues. It's gonna happen. It's how it
Oh,
works.
oh, Sam, did you add the bottle to your inventory?
Not yet. I actually have to get that sheet up. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, why
It's
are you guys like
D&D.
you aren't? I know I'm not prepared, but like, come on, guys.
I'm
Oh, my
Stuff
prepared.
you're
sheet.
talking
Hold on.
I
about.
have my sheet. I have this.
I'm sorry. I was a little busy.
Sorry,
I
I'm
was
I
sticking
checking
also
things
have
for
this.
you,
together.
sir. Give me a moment.
That's why I play
I had to
Call of
organize
Book before I
shit.
came here. But
I'm
Also,
about
my
to be
electricity
broke.
failed. You can't get at me. My electricity failed, and I needed to charge my Chromebook. So, like the
So this one's
entire length
cheaper,
upstairs
but I
stopped
don't
working.
know.
Just do that. Ooh, there's things on here. Ah.
Pringle.
Stop, corpse. Stop it. Currently wearing the corpse outfit. Stop it.
That is, I could do that. In
Save for later.
theory, I could do.
99p? You're having a giggle, right?
Who is that?
You know the thing I'm getting, Jackson?
I.
Apparently it's now 99p.
No way.
No, exactly. No way. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Not 99p, not that. Hang on, that doesn't add up.
There's definitely something scammy about that.
No,
It's
Where are you
probably got
Ah.
an 11-pound delivery.
£16.99 delivery.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That adds up a little more.
Nice.
No, not
Wait,
You
no.
found yourself a bargain.
Sure. I don't know. I don't like it. I want to find a thing.
Okay,
Pringle.
we're beginning.
Yes. Okay.
About 15 minutes late, but we're beginning. That's a start for us. You last week all found yourselves in the little old town of Nightdale, where you found your mount being held hostage by a man that you recognize, but you don't know the name of. Wait, did you know the name of? Did you know the name? Don't
I
think
have no
told
idea.
you
All
the
we
name.
know is we set his building on fire.
Then you set his building on fire. You freed the animal, set his building on fire, ran away, and you are now currently entering
Oh, and we found out my mount. Carry on.
the large town of. Please don't lick the knife, Sam.
It's got mango juice on it.
Oh, it
You're
hasn't.
now entering the large town of Springlen. It has a large white stone archway with ancient ruins carved into the stone. I'm being sent.
Use that Discord.
I
Oh,
have
and also-
money.
Also, last session, we found out that my mount is my god's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
Well.
also a thing. A large white stone archway with ancient ruins carved into the stone. The metropolis itself, as you slowly begin to trudge through it, looks impressive compared to Skull's End, with its redwood rooftops, pinewood walls, and a rainbow of different flowers, all seeming to be gathered from the woods not so far away. It has a captivating atmosphere, even with the streets at this time of day. It's probably around about 6, maybe 7. The sun is just setting. And a lot of people, as you enter the main square, seem to be packing up their carts and heading home for the evening. It appears to have a healthy economy. You can see several bakers and engineering shops and wood productions. But you can also tell that their biggest strengths lie in that of jewel crafting and strong defense from the large wall carved around the outside of the town, made by the same white stone as the archway is made of.
I learned Chinese.
Aiden's gone.
He did a little peekaboo with his little
Okay.
camera.
So you are currently standing in the quite large. Currently standing in the quite large square of Springland.
Right. Okay. We have a lot of things to do. Where to start first? As we we have quest. Horseman find.
Oh god, yeah, Oros, I forgot about him.
Find
I
man
need him
horse.
alive. But we also need a healer because our dumbasses need to get some things fixed.
Yes, we know you exist, Ethor, but we need someone better.
Ouch.
Some of highest skill.
From beneath
Really?
you, Ethor, the tiger kind of huffs and shakes her head.
I
You can't tell
mean,
whether it's from amusement or disgust.
So, where does one find a horseman?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing a field. I know horses go on fields, but I don't know about horsemans.
Bars.
Yeah.
Why don't we go to a bar? If there is one.
Well, we are covered in a lot of mud and blood, so I suppose we could.
I
It probably might
mean,
not be a good idea to go to the bar then. We might want to get washed up.
yeah, but the bar might have a place where we can get washed up.
We could find a really nice pond.
Let's go to the pond.
Oh
Pond.
god. Okay.
I know we had trouble in the past with like bodies of water, but
But
this
if
time
it's a-
we are
if it's
washing
a small
ourselves.
one, which means only small fish are in it. We won't have to worry about the big fish.
Then it becomes small piranhas.
Don't traumatize us one more time, I swear.
Whoever wants to find yourselves a pond, or you are standing in the middle of like a town, so it's probably more likely to be a fountain of some kind.
I'm not having a bath in a fountain.
Thank you. I'm not the only sane person.
I will sit in the fountain just to play with the splashy water. I will not have a bath in it.
I would just jump in and just go, yep, that's me, done. I'm out.
Drea, seeing as you seem to be the only sensible person here, do you want to make me a history check?
Yes, I would love to make you a history check, but my thing has still not loaded up because it's being
No.
a pain in my ass.
Do you want to know the funny things? When I took a mango slice of last time, I felt my teeth clack off the blade.
Okay. Jackson, you're gonna have to tell me my history thing because it's not.
Hold on.
It's being a pain.
I just cut myself.
It's not cooperating.
We love when cheats don't decide to work. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's just
Everything
get
is
onto
fine.
the right account and find ourselves a sheet.
Hang on, we may have progress.
Let's deal with the sheets.
Oh, it's doing the spinny doom.
I got you. It's a +1. All of
Oh.
that is just for a +1.
All of that for +1.
Right,
Could
okay.
make or
It's a
break
d20,
it.
right?
Let's be honest, it could make or break it.
It's a d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Every check is a d20 unless said
That'll be
otherwise.
a 12.
12.
Don't know if that's good or not.
You've never been here, so you wouldn't know a general direction to go in. But you know that most towns that you've been in have taverns, who tend to have rooms and facilities to wash in, as well as bars to keep Ethor happy.
We can't let him near the alcohol.
No.
Either don't drink alcohol after got memory back. No.
Okay.
No.
He is an alcohol-free person. He's had a bit of
Yes.
a problem in the past. He's an alcoholic. We're not allowed near the alcohol.
I have never drank alcohol until I woke up and met you guys.
You're welcome.
He's a lightweight. We can't let him near the alcohol. He'll collapse with a shot.
I won't drink the alcohol.
You say that,
Rude.
Betty.
Rude.
Who? I get the feeling Drea's going to be making a lot of checks tonight.
Oh, goody.
If you want to make me an investigation check, to find out where you can go, see if you can find a tavern in this town.
Can I run and go get a plate? Because I'm kind of need a plate for my mango.
Go.
Let me go get a plate. I'll be back in a second.
Investigation. Hold on. Hang on.
That's a +3, by the way.
Thank you. It's almost loaded. I promise.
It's fine.
16.
16. I'll get back to you. I need a jumper. I'm cold.
It's loaded. Yes.
Well done.
Also, how dare you call Ether an alcoholic? Ether is not alcoholic.
I have a
It
plate.
takes you a couple minutes to just kind of look around the town. But as you are standing in the square kind of place, you just kind of sidle up to one of the stall owners, a small halfling-looking person, draped in kind of brown clothes with short, spiked blue hair. And you just kind of sidle up to her and go, any good taverns you know about here? And she just kind of turns to you and goes, yes, well, you got the Quacking Pig. And she kind of points in like a western direction. Down that lane, turn right then left, and it's a pretty good place. It's got a couple of rooms. You should be alright there. Or you got the Cruel Bone, but that's a little steeper. If you want to go that way. And she points in like an opposite direction down like this dark alleyway, and she goes, "It's down there."
Nope. We're going to the pig. I cannot be bothered with dark alleys today. No.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.
I need a cutting board.
Why don't you
Matt's
call
doing an
your desk?
operation in his bedroom. What's happening?
Why not call on your desk? Do you not have room?
I don't have a cutting board on my desk in my room, Aiden.
Just use your desk.
I'm not using my desk. It's got whiteboard ink on it.
Yeah, don't
Thank you
poison
for that
yourself with whiteboarding. Okay.
Can you poison yourself with light?
Adira, you're going to the Quacking Pig?
Yes, I'm going to the
Hello.
quacking pig, although I should be concerned that it's quacking. I will be going that way.
You
I follow.
kind of grab Warren, just literally just grab him and just like shove him, because you've now all gotten off your mounts, and there's currently a group of like the how many of you? There's about 8 of you with your various animals. Blinky's still with you. You've got Knife on one shoulder, Warren, Dragon Teddy tucked under the other, with your various mounts now in human form, all kind of looking a little bit bedraggled, and almost as if they've all been thrown in a ditch. Well, one of them was thrown in a ditch. Thrown in a ditch and kind of gone to war, because all of their clothes are a bit scrabbly and things.
One of them has my robe.
One of them, Anita, does have your robe over her shoulders.
I nicked Ether's bottle.
And
Yeah.
yeah, there's, as you turn back around, Adira, there's a small argument going on, and Rory is kind of not interfering, but just kind of watching with interest as Warren and Ethor try and decide between themselves. There seems to be a ring and a bottle involved, and you're not entirely sure what's going on, but Warren looks incredibly victorious with his bottle in his hand, which is probably about the same size as a head. And Ethor is carefully putting his ring back on, and Declan and Eric are just kind of sitting there, just like rubbing their temples, just like, oh my god, we have to deal with these kids.
You're welcome.
To be fair, Warren stole my ring.
To be fair, you gave them a shiny bottle.
That's the only shiny thing I had. They only accepted shiny.
I want to just kind of walk up to Adria, like present her with this shiny bottle and be like, I got this, it's fun, and then just start walking ahead.
I'm proud of you.
As long as Warren doesn't use it on me, I'm fine.
Warren, roll me just a straight. What do I want you to roll? I want you to roll me let's just go investigation.
Okay. I have to go check my modifiers because I was too busy eating the mango to remember.
Priorities, I get it.
Okay. Pray something reasonable. It's reasonable. It's a natural 20, which makes it 22.
Okay.
Show off.
It's a Chromebook screen and you're at 20.
You start to walk in one direction, and Adria just kind of, from above, you just get like yanked up, and then you're carrying on walking, but you're walking in midair as Adria is just kind of holding you in one hand, and she's just like, she just turns and puts you down in a different direction and lets go, and you just carry on walking like one of those wind-up toys. And Rory's just like, I'm guessing we're following him then. And just all 5 of them just kind of turn and start walking after Warren, who's like probably about 20 foot, and just like properly like marching, like child like playing as a soldier marching, and he's like marching, and you can, behind him, Knife has gotten off of his shoulders, and is marching with him with this like prestige little prowl going on, kind of like you see in like some kids movie, and he's got like his feet flaring out and everything, and you got Declan and Eric who are also marching behind them, and they're just like, this is great, we're loving this. And then you've just got Anita and Rory just like behind the rest, just like Yeah, we're just gonna walk like normal people. And you are now heading in the general direction of what you believe to be the quacking pig.
Quack,
Wow!
quack,
Okay.
quack,
That's one noise.
quack, 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 quack,
Close enough as I
quack,
got.
quack,
Meh.
oink, oink, quack.
It's not bad.
What's happening?
There's a lot going on.
We are now a farm.
Help me.
Please no.
Welcome to Jax's farm.
I have enough
We have
problems with you all being humans, let alone being farm.
I'm searching for a certain video clip I have in here because it's a little cat marching. Where is it? I had it in here when I showed Mom the cat. There's one. Found it.
Oh no.
You come to the outside of the quacking pig, and the only reason you can tell that it is a quacking pig is there's a large wooden billboard sign of this kind of field with bright blues and greens, and in the middle is this pig, but instead of its normal snout has this massive duck
Evening.
bill, which is bright yellow and orange.
No. Could you bring back me a hug from Arthur?
Um,
Thank you. It was fun.
From the outside, it looks cheerful and clean and
You taking me?
very well maintained. Small stones and wooden pillars making up most of the building's outer structure. It's quite tough for me through stained glass windows. But the laughter and cheering from within can be heard and felt from outside. It gives you kind of a warm feeling. As you enter the tavern through a quite well crafted metal and wood door with symbols carved into it, you're
How high is
welcomed.
this door?
Hmm?
Because I'm feeling Warren has to get someone to open the door for him.
You're welcomed by laughing voices and joyful music. The small bartender is working incredibly hard, but still turns to you all with a smile. It's quite charming inside.
Hello.
The logs still have their dark blue bark on, and there are several large lit lanterns. The tavern it has enough to for it to be packed. There's probably one or two quite full tables. There is a small satyr with brown fur and brown bushy hair standing in the corner with a fiddle, and he seems to be the only one playing the music. There's a couple of small tables bustling with people who seem to be enjoying themselves quite a lot, almost too much.
Alcohol.
And on the long bar table, the small dark-skinned gnome waves you over.
Another gnome. Hello.
He's got incredibly short but very tight curled green hair, which kind of fades in. He's wearing a crisp white dress shirt with a dark purple waistcoat, and matching slacks. And he appears to be, while the bar itself is quite high, he appears to be standing on some kind of ledge, which is only just about a foot above the bar, below the bar itself. He's probably around about 4'2".
Hello.
Hello
Hi.
there.
No, I'm just gonna wave as a
he
small
kind of
child does.
he
Just
kind
like,
of looks
hi.
at like several of you around, just just waving manically at him. He's like, "Hello, you lot look like you could use a room or two. Um, I got a few spare if you'd like."
Yes, please.
Yeah.
he kind of-
Does it have running water? Because I need a shower.
Oh yes, yes. Running water, hot water. I can either you can come back down and you can eat down here, or I can bring you up some food, if you need. And he kind of hurries along this ledge, reaches up to part of the bar that you can't exactly see, and you can hear keys jingling as he grabs about 4 and goes, they're all double rooms. Is 4 enough, or do you want some more?
Are we finally share our stuff again?
We're gonna Bugsy, are we? Okay, Ethor, you suffer.
I don't mind if I'm in a room by myself or not. I don't mind. I will not murder anyone.
Yay.
That's good.
And Rurik just
Not
kind of
like he's-
looks around the lot of you and goes, yeah, I think 4 should be okay. And he kind of, the guy hands over the 4 keys, just kind of putting them out on the bar. Declan takes one, Rurik takes another, and there are 2 keys left for either of you guys to take.
I will grab one, but I have no idea how tall the bar is, so I'm assuming it's quite tall, so I'm just going to jump up, smack my hand, find one, grab it, and just pull it down.
You kind of jump as high as possible, flail your hand around, and you manage to just knock one off the bar, and before you can pick it up, Knife kind of picks it up in his mouth and just sits in front of you with the key. Just I have the key now.
Give the cat mini pets and be like, thank you.
Okay.
Ethor, you can take the other key.
Just pet the cat and pick up knife, but we are all good now.
Okay. There's one more.
I will go with Warren if Warren's okay with it.
Yep.
So
I'll
Ethor,
pick up
you
the
taking a
last
key?
key. Yeah.
Okay. So Declan has a key. Warren has a key. Ethor has a key. And Ruri has a key. They
Okay.
quietly discuss between themselves, but eventually, Ruri and Eric come to the decision that they're gonna stay together. And Declan just kind of looks between Ethor and Anita and just goes, I'm gonna take the tiger.
What about Aaron?
Just for argument's sake. And Anita's just silently
What about
standing there.
Steve? How will Steve sleep?
So Ethor, you can either ditch Aaron, or you can stay with Aaron. Who is Steve?
Steve.
If anyone out of a room.
have left him out of the room. You probably would have got haggled by the rest of them to give Aaron your key.
Yeah, I would have been left out of the
You
room.
would have been left out of the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Rory and
So yeah.
Eric make their ways upstairs, quietly talking between themselves, and you can see them going into room 11. Warren, the key that Knife is currently holding, holds room 2, and Ethor, you are in room 8, and Declan and Anita are in room 15.
Okay.
Nice.
You all get to your rooms. Ethor sharing with Aaron, Warren with Adria, and they're quite simple rooms. There's a small, they're kind of almost L-shaped, as there's the walls seem to be made of palleted pine, with large blue logs to support them. There's 2 single beds on either side of the walls, so there's one kind of on each side, and then the small dugout, you realize, leads into a wooden room with a large metal bath which has been encased in blue wood. And you can see the tap on the wall, and there is a large brass, almost cog-like dial on the wall, and there's fresh towels, fresh linen, and all of your rooms are exactly the same.
Okay.
We fancy.
No, we're living in Wiltshire today, mate.
Ah, yeah, we're not living in the pit anymore, despite how luxurious that is. We have a nice warm place. That's blue.
Yep.
Nice. I'm gonna go have a shower or bath or whatever. I need to get cleaned.
Fair enough. I will wait here and then go after you.
Come on, Knife, let's go. Whoa.
Okay,
These lamps
so
are gonna go for a while.
Warren
It's a bath, if I
has,
remember correctly.
Warren, make me just a straight intelligence check.
Intelligence. Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Daniel. Daniel! Daniel! Na, na, na. That is an 18 right there. Like, there's like an actual 18 right there. Which means that's a 20. Suck it.
You walk into the bathroom. There are some large fluffy white towels laid out for you. And as...
Can I do a thing?
What?
Do like the little along the top of the towel just because it's fluffy.
You can. As you turn around from doing your little thing with the towels, Knife is kind of sitting on the edge of the bath, just kind of hitting this cog thing with his paw, and it's not moving, it's just staying still. He's just like patting it, and you manage to turn the cog with ease. And even though you have never seen a contraption like this. With your Nomian skills, it's incredibly easy to make the incredibly hot water come out, and somehow, out of pure magic, you make bubbles come out of the tap, and you now
Hell
have
yeah.
a bubble bath. That's what the 18 got you. The 18 got you a
No, no, no,
lovely
no, 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 no,
smelling
no, 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 no,
bubble
no, no,
bath.
no, 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 no. I've done something wrong. I've done something stupid. I've done something stupid. Oh no, oh no.
What did you
I,
do?
I just want to get in and just start playing with the bubbles. Just like, ah.
I just saw the video of the cat march.
I will be back. I'll be probably a minute. Hold on.
Do you see
Okay.
the little cat with his little marchy feet? He's like that. That's nice.
Okay, so I was about to ask Adria what she was gonna do, but Warren, you were sitting in the bath playing with
The
bubbles. And Knife is kind of sitting on the edge very warily, just kind of like hitting the bubbles with his paw, and like he's leaning like right over, and you're like kind of watching him and just like ready to catch the cat if it falls in. Ethor, what are you doing?
Yes. Well, I went to the room and I asked Aaron if he would like to wash up first.
He doesn't say much, but he kind of just nods and is like, yeah, that would be great, thank you. And he just kind of walks into the bathroom. You can hear the tap running.
Taps have legs. Taps have legs. And that's the last we hear of
You can-
Ethor.
Yep. You can hear the tap running, and a few moments later, probably it takes maybe about 5 minutes, he comes out, and he's got his trousers on, and he's kind of got a towel tucked underneath his armpits and tied quite tightly around his torso. As he walks out, and he's just like, it's free now. There's
Thank
extra
you.
towels in there as well.
Devils.
Thank you, Aaron. I then walk into the bathroom to then wash up.
Okay, so you're washing up. Warren is
Yep.
playing in the bath. Do you spend a lot of time in the bath, or are you just...
I'm just playing with bubbles, like having a
Okay.
time of my life. Like it's bubbles. Who wouldn't?
Dira,
Hello. Sorry I had to leave. There was an emergency with money.
it's fine.
I'm playing in a bubble bath.
So Warren has... No, Dove. No.
Is he
What
trying to
did
get in
Will
again?
say?
He's trying to get in again.
Did you see what he?
Go away.
I posted something up in Pigment, by the way.
Alright.
Drax free.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, Dira. Hold on.
That made concerning noises. It made a creeper hiss. I went, what the fuck?
Warren's probably been in the bath for around about 15 minutes, and you can hear the excited noises. And then you hear this cat yowl. Like,
Oh, no.
at the top of its voice, kind of like between a screech and a meow, and you're not entirely sure what to make of it.
Warren. I'm sorry to be annoying. I'll be right back.
Warren, your arms dart out But as the bath is like pretty big because it's meant to fit like a full sized like
Human.
orc, which is so it's like 7 foot wide, like long.
That's a big bath. I'm swimming in
it's a
a
big
lot.
bath. It's
How
meant to
deep
fit
is
like
it?
big
Because in
people.
theory, Warren could swim in that.
Yeah. So
Paddle,
as
paddle.
you are kind of swimming around in the bubbles, and you've got this kind of your hair's absolutely soaked, but you've got kind of this weird bubble updo going on.
Bubble crown.
You have you can have a bubble crown. You have a bubble
I
crown.
have a bubble crown.
You
Swim.
have made yourself a bubble crown, and are now on the other end of the bath, and Knife is on the opposite end. And as you kind of turn and you see Knife's paw dart out to hit a bubble, but the weight gets too much and his head's too big and he flops into the water and this screech. This like he's not in pain, but he's just terrified.
Oh, can I go go grab him and just be like
he's just
hug
kind of
him like
sitting
this?
there like rapidly paddling because he's like, I don't like this. As you kind of like push all the water back and like half of it goes out of the bath. So you've now got like a half empty bath as you just like scoop up this massive cat and just kind of put him on the edge, and he's just kind of sitting there like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Can I scoop up Bubbles and just hand it to him?
He's just kind of like,
Just be like,
he's kind of like, he shakes his fur ever so slightly, and you can hear his scales like rattle, ever so slightly.
Moraka.
As he just like kind of steps in the bubbles and then keeps stepping in the bubbles, and he's just like, yeah. And you can like hear like quiet, like he's less scared, and he's still a bit wide-eyed, and like he looks a lot. He was like a very poofy cat, and now he looks kind of alien-like because he's just like very small now. And you see that he is actually like, whereas he's like normally a very large cat compared to Warren, he's not actually that big. He's probably like kitten size, like large kitten size, without all the fur.
Baba. Oh, he's so cute. Wow. So what's Etho doing? Warren's being the bubble king in the bath with the cat having fun. Adria's doing who knows what. What are you doing?
Well, I'm washing myself up normally.
Are you just using the sink, or are you using the bath?
Bath.
I'm pretty concerned if you use the sink.
Aaron used the sink. Aaron doesn't like water.
Aaron is Steve. He gets a pass.
Aaron just kind of, well, he got in the bath, he turned on the water, washed himself as quickly as possible, and got out as quickly as possible because he's like, I don't like water.
Fair enough.
I'm back. Sorry.
Warren has a bubble crown.
Oh my god.
Warren is swimming around in his bath with a bubble crown.
I get into the bath, turn on the water. As soon as it gets to the point where I'm clean, I'm just out, drain it, dry. Ether doesn't like too much water. What happened? I
downloaded the file that Dove sent, and the file name is my last attempt to get in.
yeah, no, that
What is on this? Is it literally just my last attempt to get in? It's just that. Is it just that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's that person.
Dove made a new layout that Jax could use.
I don't know if it'll work though. That's my.
It's
only
just how to implement it. Like, do you actually have to get OBS, have Chrome up, have three, four separate like crops of the same web page, just to slot them in? Actually, that might work.
I'm so glad that's not me. That sounds so complicated.
I just figured out. I just figured out. Nice.
Okay.
Me smart.
I'm gonna do that after this. We'll work that out afterwards. Um,
Yeah, I got confirmed by Dove.
I love the fact that I appreciate you, Dove, and I'm so thankful that you're here. Um, but you're not coming in.
Oh,
I feel bad
He
now.
makes up his whole layout and then just you're not coming in for even one session.
I don't know. I can't get him back in.
Did
If
you
he's-
like block him or something,
I didn't
or does he have
block
to
him.
like attempt? He would just have to try and attempt again.
Attempt again,
That's-
Dove, and I will let you in. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we'll see. So Andrea, you hear this massive yowl coming from you know it to be Knife, and you're just kind of standing there like, okay, what do you do?
I kind of go up to the door. Don't go in because privacy is important. And I just go, is everything okay in there? What happened?
I have a bubble crown.
Okay. What was that yell?
Knife fell in.
Are they okay?
Oh, he's fine. He's tap dancing and bubbles on the side of the bath now. He's fine.
Okay. And then I just kind of like back off and then just go sit on the bed.
Just like you can hear a slight yell of warning. There's water on the floor. It might be a bit slippy. Don't ask why.
And Andrea, as you walk away, have you taken your armor off?
No, but I can do.
You've been sitting there for I'd say you have by now because you've been sitting there for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll probably have taken my armor off.
So, with your armor, you tend to take off your shoes, and as Warren yells this, you then realize that your socks are soaking.
Oh my
And
god.
it is-
Warren, I have soggy socks!
It is slowly, as you turn back around to look at the bathroom door, there is water slowly seeping in from underneath this crack in the door.
Huh?
Yes!
Hello.
Oh!
No.
Your writing's backwards, by the way.
Why is it backwards? Shit. Wait.
The sad thing is I can read that.
This is a sacred space. No.
Oh,
You have violated the privacy.
But he's also the background of it is My Little Pony.
there you go. Okay, wait. It should be. There you go.
I'm not even gonna...
It's still backwards.
Still
That is
backwards.
My Little Pony
Right.
with like the egg guy with a cockroach with a great jacket on with a cone hat saying dunce, you know? It's
So many questions.
Okay, let me add another image.
I sure do love being friends with my good friends
friend.
Roach.
Here's Tom Baker. Okay, I'll let him in now. Okay, bye. Yes, I did it. Finally.
That's why do you creeper hiss every time I touch you?
Because it doesn't like clutch.
Okay, how about do it now?
I'm gonna carry on playing.
Yeah, just
Andrea,
hello.
You've been sitting there for about an hour now. Warren, I'm pretty sure the water's gone cold, but you don't care.
There's bubbles. I don't care.
I'm just... as much as I love your joy, I'm gonna walk up to you, to the door, and say, hey, can I go into the shower now? I don't want to disturb your fun. But I kind of need
Okay.
one.
Give me a
As you-
second.
As you walk up to the shower, more water just slowly seeps into your socks.
Can he leave? Here we go.
But like, no. But like, yeah, Warren.
I'm saying, Callum, can he go?
I'm not leaving.
Leave.
I've got so much I can do.
I'm just gonna leave him in the corner.
Can you silence him?
so much I can do.
Oh no.
I'm all powerful.
It's fine.
Okay,
If
I'm
it gets
just
too
gonna get
annoying,
out
I
of-
do have the ability to remove and mute.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, Warren's just gonna get out of the bath and get like the towel and do like the whole big spot or like a small like full on gremlin and just pick up a knife and walk out.
it's like it covers him, like there's a tiny space for him to see out of, but it's still dragging on the floor and it's slowly like seeping up the water.
All you can
and he
see
just-
really is Warren's head and then like a little bit of Knife's head.
And Knife's just absolutely soaked.
Oh.
So just like
as
Warren huddled with Knife.
Warren kind of walks out, another small wave of water just seeps into the bedroom, and there's a prompt knock on your door.
Hello.
Buddy, you're gonna deal with that.
I'm wearing a towel.
For God's sake, okay, I'll go. I close the door.
You answer the door, and there's the man from earlier, and he's like, "I am so sorry for disturbing you, but there is water dripping on the bar downstairs, so I thought you might need these." And he just hands you like a stack of towels.
Thank you so
Oh,
much. You have
towels.
no idea how much that has helped me. Warren, I'm gonna kick his
It's
butt.
fine. People have kids in here all the time.
Oh, okay.
Most people
This is
don't know how to
boring.
work the baths, and then they leave their kids in there. It's not the best idea. And he just he just kind of walks away, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, my name's Gregory. Most people
Nice
just call me Greg." And he just kind of like gently closes your door behind him, and just you can hear his footsteps down the hallway.
What can Warren do a thing?
You can do a thing.
Just yell so that Gregory can hear. Bye, Greggy.
He's
I
like,
slowly turn around just to stare at Warren dead in the eyes.
It was a
Just-
good bath. There was bubbles. I recommend. Just goes and starts crying off in the corner to get
Oh, for
changed.
God's sake. I'm
You
going.
walk in and you kind of give up with the whole socks situation and you like take them off. And you walk in and it's still like a centimeter like deep. And you're like, how? Luckily it's a shower room. So like the entire floor of the bathroom is like this like kind of tile. And there is a dip where the door like goes, so then the entire floor is just currently covered in water. There's hardly any water in the bath, but you can tell he never took the plug out.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay. I honestly, towels everywhere. Keep one for me, because let's be honest, I probably need one. Towels everywhere. And then just shower.
Quickly roll me investigation
That is fine.
or perception.
do that.
Perception. Roll me
Perception?
Perception.
Okay. That would be, hang on. One moment. Maths is hard at this time of night. 15.
15.
Jam?
As it's not jam. As
It is.
you are laying down the towels, you do notice in the corner there is a small little metal thing with like a little hatch, and above it in curly writing it does say water drain.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I pulled that.
You pull it down and it opens up, and slowly but surely all of the water starts to drain out of the bathroom. And as you look up, there is a shower head above you, and it's kind of sitting in the corner.
Shower.
Shower. Okay, so you stand there and take a shower. And eventually, after some time, Ethor and Aaron, you're kind of both sitting quietly the entire time in the room. It probably takes both of you together about half an hour to get ready. And then you're both kind of sitting there and like not entirely sure what to do. And Adira and Warren, it takes you almost an hour and a half. Adira, it takes you about 10 minutes to like wash and dry and dress, and Warren just sitting over there in the corner with his like hour-long bath, because the boy is now like pristine, like pristine. There's like the thing with gnomes is they tend to have like this underlay of dirt, like just constantly. He is like cleaner than Rory at this point.
Whatever
there
you
is
did,
no
keep doing it.
dirt under this man's fingernails or anything.
Oh my god.
And
I am clean.
We're gonna go to Ethor.
I would like to apologize to Aaron about people putting them into a pit.
Hey, somebody first.
He kind of like looks at you and he's like, I mean, it's not the strangest situation I've been in, but to be honest, with the kid, I can't really blame you. It's a gnome. Like, what are you gonna do? They're a kid. I can't. It's not like I can tell him off. He's too small. I feel like
He's
it'd break him.
adorable.
Fair enough. Yeah, just be careful around that, kids. They're,
Oh, it's a stabby one.
if you accidentally,
It's a stabby one.
yeah,
Know that.
stabby. Yeah,
Very stabby.
he has stabbed me before by one little thing. So
I've been
be
around
careful.
the guy. Like, they're very ferocious. They go stabbing first, questions later. But normally no questions later because the person's dead. You can't really question a dead person unless you're a necromancer. Comes in handy sometimes.
That's yeah, that's fair. Yeah, just be careful. Stay on their good side, and you'll be fine.
Stay on
I'm pretty sure I'm already on his good side, but I still don't
Yeah.
think they've got into their heads that my name's not Steve. I think Steve's
Yeah,
kind of
they're
like a constant thing now, isn't it?
yeah, looks like it. They named you Steve when you're in your wolf farm, so you're kind of stuck with it.
My brother was called Steve. I hated my brother.
Oh,
He beat me up when I was little. I hated him. He was such a dick. Why you gotta call me Steve? Could have called me anything. You called me Steve.
I can try to persuade Warren to not call you Steve and give a reason.
Oh, it's a child. You're never gonna persuade them into anything unless you give them like 1,000
shiny?
gold or something. I mean, something shiny. You
Which
find
I
something
did.
shiny. We'll find something shiny. Maybe that'll do it.
What if I give a lens of my glasses? No.
No,
I
you
need
need
to
those
see.
to see. Don't give them those. You're bad enough with your spells as it is.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
You're getting. I
Alright?
gotta give it to you. You're getting there eventually. It's taken a while, but like you'll learn. You'll learn. Maybe we should send you to a school. The Warlocks.
Well. Yeah,
By that look, you've already been to
school.
school. You've been to school, haven't you? You were one of those kids who flunked every class.
Yeah, I wasn't under the god I am now. I was kind of more reckless. And yeah, I just gave up. I regret it. Not gonna lie.
Most of us regret things that we've done. Not gonna lie, I've regretted a lot in my life.
Oh? What did you do in your life that made you regret? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
Mate, I'm a werewolf who got kidnapped by two guys who look exactly the same. I'm pretty sure I've made a lot of mistakes.
Ah,
Yeah. Um, as Ethor and Aaron's conversation carries on, um, Warren and Andrea. Warren,
Yep.
you hear this low rumble. I am scared.
Oh, that clicked. That proper crunched. Oh. Oh.
I
Clicked
heard.
my neck. It was like 4 crunches all at once. Oh dear.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Um,
I can't put my
you
I'm kind of busy right now.
hear
I
this
can't put down my
low rumble, and your stomach begins to rumble.
Okay. Time to go find food. So like just sort of pick up like a knife as a child does and just starts walking out going, I need food.
Adira, the small child, still holding a waterlogged cat, has just stormed out of your room with the cat kind of like its paws are just.
Can he leave now?
Oh, come on. I've been silent. I've been
why?
quiet.
Leave. No.
It,
He's still there.
I've been quiet.
The cat has just kind of put its paws over your arm. Warren is just kind of like sitting there with like an arm over its chest. And Adira, you just watch as this small gnome child just walks out with the like. It's the cat's slightly smaller than normal, but it's still very waterlogged. And there's these wet footprints, ones of Warren's, and then just like small puddles of water, in between, as water begins to drip off of, knife.
Down
Oh God.
Time for snacks, people. Move it, real. Let's go. I'm hungry.
Warren.
Yes.
You know what? I'm coming.
Yay.
Warren's already like halfway down the stairs. You guys are the closest to the stairs, but you do have other people. And as you just kind of shout down the corridor, as you
oh,
shout
I
down
think he was
the
going to show
corridor
something.
to Warren that you are coming, Declan pokes his head out from his room, his hair kind of brushed back neatly, slicked back. It's like, are you not going down for food? And just shouts. He's on like the very, very end of the corridor. And he just like yells down this like very long corridor. And you just kind of see Anita, who's instead of now wearing armor, wearing more or less just like a top with Ethor's overcoat still on top, but she's wearing a lot more casual clothes, and she's also got her long hair. The top of it is there's like braids going along the sides, and then it's all just kind of flowing, and somehow not wet. And as Warren just kind of carries on walking, he's like halfway down the stairs at this point. Andrea, do you want to say anything back, or are you just gonna go after Warren?
I honestly, I'm just going after him.
Andrea's just like walking downstairs, and then you just hear this like doof doof doof. As Declan's like, Eric, get your ass up! I want food. And then you hear running feet as Declan's like just like absolutely belting it down the corridor. He belts it past you, Adrea, and then Warren, you just get picked up like underneath your arms, and he's just like you're now on Declan's shoulders, just like where's the food? Where's the food? Where's the food?
God.
Damn! Woo!
Ethor and Aaron, you can both hear the commotion going on outside of your rooms. Would you like to do anything? You also do hear Declan kind of bash on Rory and Eric's door. Their door is opposite yours. And yeah, there's like slightly diagonal, but also up. And you can hear Declan bash on Eric and Rory's door. And Aaron kind of looks up and looks to you.
I think we should go follow. I hear that people are going down to food. You want to go get food?
Yeah, I think food's good. I think we should probably go and get make sure Rory and Eric are okay though. I think Declan and the rest of them are gone. And then you hear this like soft like knock on your door.
Hello?
Your door.
Who's at the door?
You're answering the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the door, and Anita is standing there, dressed in more or less just, like, casual. You can tell that she's wearing, like, just kind of like a tunic, with almost dress trousers, and over the top is your, white overcoat with blue stripes and your family crest. And she just kind of goes, Are you coming down for food, or are you guys okay?
Heading in a wee minute. Just gonna get ready properly.
Rory and Declan knocked on Eric's door, but they haven't come out yet. I don't know whether to knock again or to just leave them, but you seem to know Rory a bit better than I do.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about checking on them. Yeah, and yeah, I'll go check on them and see if they're alright. I have a feeling that they might be startled.
Yeah. And from behind you, you can kind of hear Aaron putting on his shoes, and Anita lets you walk out to go and check on the other two boys, and her and Aaron talk quietly as Aaron just kind of puts on his shoes and does up the last buttons on his shirt.
Alright. I knock on Rory's door and say, "Hey, you guys alright? You didn't you didn't answer the other guys when they knocked. Are you guys alright?"
You hear this groggy kind of What? Oh, yeah, yeah, we're fine, mate. We're fine. And you just kind of see Rory pad up to the. You can hear like soft footsteps, and then Rory opens the door. His long hair's been like it's been put back neatly into pigtail braids, um, and he's kind of like, what's going on? We heard Declan. We kind of just ignored him. Um, we were a bit too comfortable and really didn't want to get up. And you can kind of, as you like peek to
Yes.
the side, you can see that instead of the two twin beds that the rest of you have, Rory and Eric have pushed theirs together. And Eric's kind of laying on one half, just like with his like his arm over his face, and he's just like, "What's going on? Why is my brother shouting at me? I don't like it." Rory.
Well, they were all shouting because they were trying to get you up to go get food. You guys planning on joining anytime soon?
Rory just kind of turns to Eric and goes, "Do you want food?" And Eric's like, "No, but yes." And Rory's like, "Love, that's not an answer." And he's like, "I want food, but I don't want to get up." And Rory's just like, "Yeah, okay." And Rory just kind of more or less just like picks up one of Eric's arms and like his ankle and just drags him out of the bed. Eric just drops to the floor and goes, "Oh, you fucking bastard." And Rory's just like, "Yeah, we'll be down in a second."
That's the
I
gay
all right. Um,
husband.
Rory's just kind of standing there. Rory's just like, "Yeah, yeah, he'll be fine. Come on, let's go." And Rory just kind of walks out after you. Um, and that is where we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
okay.
Click, click. We've had many people join this call today. Many people.
Two.
But we had like two Callums at the same time, and then there's a Jess.
Very rare.
Yeah. Did the statue please help?
And Aiden, no, not Aiden. What am I going on about? Your table is incredibly close to this large fire that is in the back of the room. Aiden, you're back. In the back of
Yeah,
the room,
I did it bad.
with the large fire, Knife is now wrapped in yet another towel, but kind of sitting in front of the fire. And Gregory is kind of just like rubbing him down as Declan is just kind of throwing food orders at him. And he's just like, yep, yep, yep. And Anita's just kind of sitting there like, are you sure you got all of that? And Gregory's like, I have an incredible memory. I'll be right back with all of that. And then he kind of turns to see the three of you, and he's like, I'll grab your orders in just a moment. And he kind of like scuttles off into a back room somewhere.
I wish I had incredible memory. It'd be really handy. I'd know more shit than I do now. Like, I've only just remembered my last name and shit. It's not going great.
As you sit down, it's hold on, I can draw this up. If we go past all of my math notes, we just
No
throw
D
that
and D
over my
notes.
shoulder.
Math.
Go back to the D&D notes.
Math.
So we're gonna draw ourselves a little tavern. Why don't we? So we have ourselves a little fire. There's a quite a long looking bar with a small dugout bit there. There's a little thing here. There's a set of stairs curling around this way.
I feel like we're gonna have a battle because DM is drawing stuff out.
It's not the plan. If we're having a battle, I'd be a bit concerned because I got no stats for people.
Uh-oh.
Okay, good.
Watch Ether still somehow make a fight happen.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to make Ether a better person. Mainly back to his self that you never known him for.
Yeah, because he's a blooming idiot.
He wasn't always like that.
Mm.
He was.
You don't know all of his past.
You do not know his past.
Can Ether walk up to Warren to say something? Can Ether walk up to Warren to say something?
Sure. Go ahead.
Warren,
Yes.
you know, Steve.
Steve.
Can you not call him Steve and call him by his actual name?
Why?
He kinda knows someone named Steve and he hates them dearly. And you calling him Steve is kinda reminding them of that hatred. I think it would be better for all of us if you called him by their real name. Okay?
You can call them Steve.
You'd have to run errands with that.
I guess not Steve, but how was your day?
It's a compromise. Sorry, Aaron.
You'd have to go to Aaron about that.
I think I've made a dire mistake, but I'm sorry.
I will have it. Wait.
Waiting. Skeletons are hard.
I have a name for him.
Oh no.
Oh,
Aaron's just kind of sitting there next to Declan, and he's just like, "Why can't you just call me by my real name?" And Declan's just kind of sitting there, and he's just like, "Just let the kid do its thing. You don't want to
Just
annoy
like
the kid. The kid has knives. I don't know who trusted a child with knives, but it's a
It's
bad
just-
idea."
Warren just walks up to like Aaron and goes, "You are Siv now. You are one of the family. You have named by part of mine," and just walks up with no context.
wait, what's his name?
Siv,
Civ.
SIV, Siv. One of the families, family name, nickname thingy. He's now part of the group that he can't get out of because we don't let go.
Oh
He's
god. I am so sorry.
Was
He just kind
was
of
Ether able to hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
He just kind of sighs lightly and goes, "Well, you can call me Sib if you want to.
You're one of the
Better than
family now.
fucking Steve."
You're now one of the family. You've been given a family name. It's Gnomish. Have fun.
I am very honored to be in your little family, your misshapen family, child.
Not this more, but yeah. There's more. It's bigger than you think.
Okay,
He just
so
walks off.
we have dinner.
We have Satan.
You are all sitting in this corner booth. Currently, Knife is around about here, just sitting in front of this fire. Ooh. Gregory is up here. He's just gone into this little alcove bit. This is the bar. This is the stairs you guys went up. This is the little stage, which the Sator is still currently playing fiddle. And there's a couple, little tables at the corner booth over here. It's quite a cheery little atmosphere in your little tavern. Gregory comes back out. His arms, his small gnomish arms, absolutely laden with plates. He's got a couple plates on his shoulders, and he just kind of like dishes them out between you guys. Do you guys want to? What have you guys ordered? What have you guys decided you're gonna order?
Fish for knife, berries, and bread. That's
I
it.
didn't hear the list, so
I mean, the list is endless. You didn't actually get a list.
oh, okay. Um steak.
Jax. I need to pop off for a minute or two.
Okay, that's fine.
I have steak.
Pass.
Steak.
You have steak? Just steak?
Steak with like the basic like veg.
Steak and veg. For Dira. What are we going with here? Oh, I closed a tab that I wasn't meant to close.
Lol.
The pain.
Casualty and problems.
Who are you?
Ether mumbles to himself. Damn kids. With
You're
names.
welcome.
Ethor.
Right, in my defense, Ethor, to be fair, it was either that or still being called Steve. So,
Oh yeah, I'm so glad the child decided to call me Steve. Steve's an ass. That's all you need to know about Steve. Steve's an ass.
yay!
I will someday bribe that child just to say a correct name.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Where's a local stone shop
Oh god.
for gems?
As Anita's her plate comes over, and the smells fill the air. As her quite large plate has a quite large pastry. It's got melted cheese over the top, and as she breaks it in half, there's a gooey white sauce with chicken. comes out.
You're just making me hungry, mate. I hope you realize this.
Yeah, it's making me hungry too.
Pringle.
Declan has this large wooden bowl, with some kind of, you assume to be beef stew with these dumplings kind of floating in it.
Wait, who has that food?
Declan.
Alright.
That's not good.
And Gregory comes back over. He's handing out plates to various people. And there's a large slab of meat, like kind of chunks of meat, in quite a large bowl, which is kind of shoved towards Blinky, who has spent the time that you guys spent getting washed and everything downstairs in the bar area. And
I have
a
a friend.
large bowl of water is placed kind of in between Knife and Blinky. And he kind of turns to Eric, Rory, and Ethor and goes, so what can I get you guys to eat or drink or anything? And Rory goes, oh, do you happen to have any chicken with like mushrooms and rice? He's like, yes. I can do it boiled. I can do it in ale or milk if you prefer. I see you're religious, kind of. And Rory goes, yes, no alcohol for me. Milk would be perfect though. And Gregory kind of nods.
What the fuck? Sorry, I just realised on the sketch I drew a mouth on that. I can never draw a mouse, but there's a mouth on that and that looks decent. I'm impressed.
And Eric goes, do you have any, like, pork? And goes, yeah, I have pork. I can do it with, some veg or some dumplings. And Eric just goes, can I have a bit of both?
What is that noise?
Might have been me.
Okay, Ethor, do you have any idea what you're getting?
Can I possibly get, like, just uh, some chicken, please? And do you have any orange juice?
He thinks for a moment. Yeah, we do have orange juice.
Oh, may I please have some orange juice, please? That would be lovely.
Just the chicken? Nothing else?
Uh,
No rice or veg or, like potatoes or dumplings?
I'll take some potatoes with the chicken, please.
Potatoes.
Why not?
How'd you take your potatoes, boy? You like them mashed? You like them roasted?
The Irish comes out.
Oh, I like them boiled.
Boiled. He just kind of mutters "widow" under his breath. He's like, right, I'll bring that up to you. He kind of walks into the kitchen going, boiled potatoes. What kind of weirdo? You must be some
Nah,
posh
you gotta mash them, mate.
Posh motherfucker.
shit eating boiled potatoes. No one common around here eats boiled fucking potatoes.
Posh rude word in Gnomish.
I mumble to myself. I was joking about boiled potato. Oh
Just
well.
say posh rude word in Gnomish. I'm not going to say what rude word. Just imagine something.
I mumble in
You
Elvish.
hear as the door to the kitchen swings open and goes, and Gregory kind of pops his head out and goes, "Oi, boy! None of that language in my tavern." And he goes back
That's evil.
inside.
It's true, though.
I
But
don't
okay.
care.
Can I
Bye.
use comprehend language?
You. The moment has been and gone.
Uh, but it's useful.
I'm going to
And
come
it
up
lasts
with
for an
an.
hour.
I'm coming up
Use
with a
comprehend
gnomish word for Ethor so I can say something sort of rude about him, but it's still polite.
Yeah, I'd like to use comprehend language. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. So
come
that is
back.
in now full effect. There
Yes.
are a couple people in the corner booths that were talking some strange tongues that you can now make out in full common. Common.
Hell yeah.
They're not talking about anything particularly interesting, just kind of just common talk, and just chatting between themselves. Um, um, and Gregory walks back out, arms once again laden with plates, and he kind of put down Ethor's and goes, "You sure you want? Actually, I'm not gonna ask." And he just turns to Warren and goes, "You see, if I hear another one of those words coming out your mouth, I'd be sending you to bed with no food.
You're not
There's
my
none of that
mum.
talk in my tavern. You hear me?"
Okay. No
Uh-huh.
food. It's entirely true.
And he kind of turns away and walks up to the centaur playing fiddle. And they like quietly talking to each other as the centaur is kind of like leaning like very very much over to talk to Gregory.
I've made an insult sort of for Ethor. I
Oh,
sent
God.
it to you.
Oh,
Sent it to
God.
me.
In Discord DMs. It's what Warren will call Ethor every time we first swim in Gnomish, which is slightly insulting and just lets other gnomes that he's not in good graces with Warren.
I traded you a bottle for my ring.
Buddy, that doesn't matter in this case.
There's more of a like, just to let other gnomes know that not entirely the best person a gnome would like to be with. It's like he's okay, just not a gnome person.
I don't mind gnomes. I just don't. I'm unsure about the ones who stab.
So, literally, the one you're living with at this point, let's be honest.
Yes, but I'm growing some sort of trust as long
Did
as they don't
you
stab
get the
me.
messages? Jaffa boy,
Mm-hmm.
did you see the messages?
I did see the messages. Very good. Gregory's still offended, and Gregory is still telling you off. That does
It's
not
not
change.
entirely rude. It's just it's on the back.
He still he still knows that you mean it in a bad way. Gregory is
And
like dad.
and I
God.
can understand this.
Still fits gnome culture, so it's not rude, but it's meant to be offensive.
Well, at least I can understand this. So
Not this part. You didn't get told
Oh,
it
you
again.
can understand it, what I'm saying, but you will not understand the meaning behind it, which is the point.
goes to dictionary.
What does one do when child is abusive?
Can I possibly lean over to Warren and suggest that he should stop throwing out rude words
I'm not throwing out rude words.
before?
I only said one rude word. Only said one.
Yeah, I suggest not saying anything that can lead to anything rude. You don't want to get yourself kicked out.
I'm not gonna. I like Cracky Boy.
And yet you said another, a, an, a kind of rude word, but not exactly.
It was
You might want to be
directed to you,
careful.
buddy.
I
Yes, I
said
know.
one rude word, and the other one is I'm not telling you what it is, and it's not rude.
I understand you, you know.
I know.
It- just, if you want to call me names or signal out anything, wait till we're out so that we don't get kicked out.
Don't get kicked out. We're sent to bed.
God, you are a child.
Oh boy.
The quiet
Here and there.
chatter continues around the table. You all kind of huddling together, talking amongst yourselves. Um, Eventually, as the evening begins to dial down, um, Eric's head is kind of leaning on Ruri very subtly, not enough for anyone to really notice. Um, and Knife has grown like 2 sizes
Because his fur
from
is
his
stringed.
like because his fur he's now just like laying on top of the towel with his fur just like poofed all the way out.
No.
Knife is
And
evolving. New Pokemon
Winky
unlocked.
is calmly laying next to him, and they seem to be getting on completely fine. There's no riffraff there, luckily. Um, would you guys like to do anything before you head to bed? Now it's probably around about 9 or 10.
Is it? Have we eaten food now?
Yes, you will have been like finishing up your food.
I would like to thank Gregory for the food and apologize that when I said boiled potatoes, I meant it as a joke, but it was nice anyway.
And he kind of like nods and is like, I mean, you could always have just, said that, and I would have given you some other kind of potato. I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, but by the time you walked away, I would have felt bad of telling you that.
Well, well, we gnomes, we take things very literally. It's quite hard to take a joke as a gnome.
Yeah, sorry
I
about that.
apologize for that.
I kind of found that out a while ago. I yet to consider that. I do apologize for that.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. Do you guys need anything else before you
Uh,
head to bed? I'm planning on um, just staying up shop here. I think one of
yeah.
my night staff is going to come in and deal with the bar
What?
if you guys want drinks.
Just,
Yes, small child.
I would like to hand him like one of the bones from the birds that I'd clean. I'd like to hand him and go, peace offering.
And he kind of smiles, and he's like, "Thank you." Um, he's like, he writes something down quickly, and Ethor, you're just tall enough to see on the bar, as it just says, "Knock 10 silver pieces off of this person's bill,"
Oh.
and he kind of sets. You can see behind the bar, he's got this kind of big shelving unit, and it's got lots of little knickknacks and things, and he sets it like carefully on the shelf. Um, and he's like, "Do the rest of you need anything else?"
Did I take a water?
He's like,
Just to
"Water,
get them out.
yes, yeah, of course. I'll get you some jugs of water." And he kind of like wanders off into the kitchen. Comes back with 4 different jugs with a couple of cups each.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Warren.
You have
Could
night
I
sight.
ask?
Sorry.
You have little lights I could use so it's not dark in your room.
he kind of smiles to himself and just goes, "Oh, the kid needs a nightlight. This is adorable." And he's like, "Give me a second." And he just kind of wanders off into the back, and he comes back with this jar, and it's got a couple of these little blue glowing fireflies. And he just kind of shakes it ever so gently, and the fireflies light up. And he's like, "If it ever goes dark, just give it a little gentle shake. Not too hard. You don't want to hurt them, but just a gentle shake, and they'll light up again. They shouldn't go dark within the night, though."
Dankeschön. Just like say thank you with no emotion and starts waddling off to bed with the cat.
And it's just like holding your little jar. Just like, "Oh, that's cute kid. There's so many adults with just a cute kid."
Oh god, he thinks we're adults. Oh Jesus.
He kind of
Oh,
looks
who's
to
gonna make a dog?
Thor and Adira and just like gives it a second, just goes, "You're not. You're also children. I apologize.
It's
You
fine.
look. Well, one of you looks a lot older than you are. Glasses over there is a little baby faced. You're a lot baby faced. You're a lot baby faced. You're cute though."
I
Cat,
I
you're
won't
cute.
I won't take that rudely. I will take that as a compliment.
You should take it as a compliment. Most elves tend to get a little bit droopy in their 400s. He says it kind of quietly as you see this like elf in the corner, just kind of like, he's not, you can tell that he's not looking for a fight, but he kind of just like glances over, and you can see that his face is just like ever so slightly droopy, and he is like slightly tired, and he's just like, I can hear ya. And he's just like, very aware, very aware. Carry on, Freddy, carry on. He's just
Are
kind
you
of
guys
turns
on
his
like
back to
uneven
the man.
terms? Gregory, are you on bad terms with that elf?
Oh, he's regular. Yeah, they're all regular.
Oh, alright. Hey Gregory,
Yes.
need any help clearing out?
No. Most of the night staff do most of the things. I got a couple youngish elves who come in and do all of the cleaning and things. I pay them quite heavily, but they always elves don't really do the whole sleeping thing. Weirds me out a little bit. I always feel like they need to sleep more, but they're fine. They do everything, and this grumpy old lot keep an eye on them, and his smile grows as you hear a few chuckles throughout the tavern. Just, one of them just goes, "I ain't grumpy." It's like, "Yeah, you are. Yeah, you need to pay more tips." You just kind of you hear this small pattering as Gregory walks down the steps and comes out to the door, the like half stable door, and then leans on the side of the wall and just like, "So, anything else I can get you?"
Nope, that's it for me.
That's all, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to room, curl up in the middle of the bed, put the nightlight on with knife and sleep. After kissing and hugging the teddy bear goodnight and telling him goodnight.
Okay, you have three more days on that, I believe.
Wait, no, it's so one was at the
Oh no, you've only got 2 more days.
Ah!
Oh god, I'm terrified of this child.
This is the longest streak I've had yet. Whoa.
Then misses out one night of sleep. Yeah.
I will nap if I have to at night time. If it means I have to sleep in the middle of a fight to do this, I will do that.
See, the thing is, he doesn't have to. You don't have to like say it every night, and so you have to say it every time you go to sleep.
Power nap. I can do this. I'll take a nap in the morning, after waking up, a nap in the afternoon, and then I can do one in the evening. Then if I can chop it down and get it all done within a day.
Got a mission?
Warren, don't. I suggest sleeping when you actually need to. You're going to be too energetic.
Be useful. I can jump higher.
And you can also stab me quicker by you being energetic. I would rather not being stabbed again.
I
Thank you.
have restrained.
Anita just kind of comes around the corner and goes, "Can we please stop stabbing each other? I've had enough stabbing. Normally I'm the one for stabbing." And she just like, she's still got Ether's coat on and she's refusing to take it off. Declan tried to get her to take it off earlier and she's absolutely refusing. She's like, "No, it's mine now. This is mine now." And she just like wanders off over to her room.
Yep, Warren's going to bed now. After saying goodnight to Siv and goodnight to Rory and goodnight to Gregory and goodnight to Adria and twins and Anita with like a silent wave and like a nod at Ethor and just off to bed.
Just nod to Ether.
Good night, Warren.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh. I
Good
just
night,
say,
Gregory.
Yeah,
Good night, everyone.
Night. And as all of you walk upstairs, I'm pretty sure the guy says night about 100 times because he's standing at the door just repeating night until all of you disappear.
I'm gonna have Warren grab Adria's hand to drag her to bed now.
okay, that's my cue. Jesus Christ.
Time to nap faster. Let's go.
Just like drags along.
Declan and Anita make their way to her room. Declan's still talking at like a rather like high speed, and Anita's just like, "Can I just like knock him out?" And Eric's just like, yeah, just go ahead. If you need to, just like a bash on the head, back of the head, you should be alright. Just try not to give him concussion. Probably the best idea." And Anita's like, "You love him so much, don't you?" And Eric's like, "You try living with him for 25 years. He talks faster than a blooming automaton. It's hard to keep up with." And Eric just kind of turns to Rory, who's like still like standing in the hallway talking to Aaron. And Eric's just like, "Are you?" And Rory's just like, "Yes, I'm coming." And Aaron just kind of just like says his nights and like walks into his and Ether's room. And Ether, as you walk around, you see Eric just kind of slyly put his arm around Ether's waist, around Rory's waist. And just like they kind of walk into their room and it's just like,
Yes, bundles. Yes.
Yes.
and Ether, you are now standing in the corridor, more or less alone. Aaron's still standing in the doorway of your room and he's just like, "Are you coming or are you going downstairs?"
I'm coming. I'm just trying to get used to not having my coat.
Oh yeah, we really need to get that back off of Anita. I mean, we could probably get you another, um, but she seems pretty set on keeping yours. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe she's got a
Yeah.
crush on you. That'd be a bit awkward.
Oh god, he's
Yeah.
gonna have 3.
It'd be awkward.
I'll
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, I don't discriminate. But like, Eric and Rory have absolutely hit it off, and I'm not sure what that's about. That's a little strange. Not gonna lie. Declan doesn't seem to have noticed though.
That's gonna be funny.
Just putting it out there. Declan hasn't noticed that his brother's now, you know, got a guy.
Yeah, let's best
Not
not to
mention it to him.
tell them yet.
Yeah, just not mention it to him. And see how this goes.
Us,
I'm kind of interested to see how this plans out now.
not gonna lie, if there's a fight, I'm gonna make sure no one dies. Because honestly, I don't want
I'm
that to
with you on
happen
that one.
again.
I'm absolutely with you on that one. Make sure no one dies and make sure no one hopefully gets hurt. Maybe we should take the knives away from your small midget friend.
Oh,
I feel
oh,
like they'd be
trying
very.
to
Maybe
take.
we could always just like replace them with sticks. Actually, that's probably a worse idea.
Yeah, that's more painful.
Made of fire. Oh, I don't like the idea of that.
It's a death sentence
Yeah.
if you try and take the knives away.
Yeah, that child, you
Don't make
cannot
my
do anything.
pointy objects. I need those.
Don't you even dare consider taking away my little friend, I swear to God.
I need my pointy objects.
I think I can trust the bigger ones with the pointy objects, but the smaller one seems to like to stab a little bit too much. Like, I've spent a couple weeks with Anita, and she likes stabbing. Warren just seems a little obsessed. It's
It's
worrying.
the only
Yeah,
thing I can do. I can't do much more than that. I'm like tiny.
at least you're on their good side.
All I got
At least
to
you're
That's a
not on
good
the
point.
receiving end.
That is a good point. As long as I'm on their good side. You must get stabbed a lot. Everyone seems to hate you.
Well-
I don't get it.
Yeah, I kind of see why my past was kind of bad, and yeah, when I first met them, bad luck happened, and yeah,
What can always get you a
I
good luck charm?
Many.
yeah,
Get him
yeah,
a
that-
three. Covered in good luck charms. He needs it.
It wouldn't be enough.
I just
We
need to
died too
try
many
not
times.
die. I've died too many times. Yeah.
Whilst you're at it, get yourself a hex to make sure you don't die.
Warren's 3 foot. He can only stab people. It's his only defense. That and running away and digging a pit. That is it.
Or crying.
That doesn't work most of the time, but it is an option. It is cry,
did it-
hit, run, or
when-
stab. That's his only options.
When did it ever work? You got us on fire.
In all defense, to stop the Dragonborn from killing you immediately, so shut up.
We got killed immediately. By
That was
fire.
afterwards by someone else, and not the Dragonborn.
You paused my suffering.
Yeah, paused it. It didn't. It is better than nothing.
I got shot. I still got
And
hurt.
on that point, as Ethor and Aaron dial down their gossiping conversation, and everyone else settles themselves into bed, there's a few padding footsteps, a soft knock on Rory and Eric's door. Gregory hands them a different key. They take their things, move the beds very quietly back to their places, and now move to room 14, which is a room that has a double bed.
How's Bundos?
Yes. Sorry.
It's slightly different from the rest. It looks out onto the garden, the small garden patch out the back. So is the only room with a small window out of all of you. And the tavern slowly dials down. Gregory going to his own room on the other side of the tavern. He lives in an apartment above the tavern. And his 2 elf employees who are downstairs, kind of just tending to maybe here and there. There's a couple of elves and like fey creatures who come in and out of the tavern throughout the night. But other than that, the tavern is quite quiet. And that is where we will be ending our session.
Okay.
All right.
So after some, combat heavy last couple sessions, we decided to just give us some downtime.
Thank you, because I've been having an existential crisis of how to draw, and I am.
Like, I
All
drew
right, so
a help guide to like figure out how to do things. So literally, there are 4 steps for basics, which is line of movement, basic shapes, joint that bitch, and muscle mass, fucker plus face.
I know, but like,
That's really good.
It's
It's
awesome.
good.
I drew that in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I am not joking though. Warren's only capabilities in a fight is run away, dig a pit to hide, cry and attempt to distract, or stab. That's all he has. There's not much more he can do.
Mine is probably rage, something that you guys don't know yet, but that one definitely does. Or hide with